Hello everyone, and welcome to the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. I'm Dean, the host of the Unmasking the Narcissist channel, and also the host of the N.A.R.C.N network, the Narcissistic Abuse and Recovery Care Network. Today I'm going to be presenting to you episode 13 in the Unmasking the Narcissist series, and episode 13 concerns the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. This is going to be part 2. I did part 1 just the other day. Today it's actually the 2nd of May, and we just got the verdict on the trial yesterday, and we're going to talk a little bit about that and what happened in this and its relation to narcissistic abuse. Because as we know, and as we discussed in the previous episode, part 1, there's a number of professional narcissistic experts on the internet who have all concluded that Amber Heard is indeed a full-fledged narcissist. Although there are opposing views on exactly what cadre she is, I personally believe that she is a mid-level to upper-level. I was unsure as to whether or not she knew what she was or not. I kind of teetered towards the opinion that she was aware that she was a narcissist and was doing these things consciously. But we have some experts on the internet, for instance, the narcissistic expert H.G. Tudor, who did an extensive research into her over the past couple of weeks, and H.D. Tudor came to the conclusion after all his work that she is indeed a narcissist, but he feels that she is probably an unaware one. And of course, as it goes, when you're looking at a high-level expert like H.D. Tudor, you have to follow what his views and what his deductions are, because his research is impeccable all the time when it comes to research of this nature into narcissists. So we're just going to get right into this here. I'm going to talk about what happened with Amber, and obviously, as many of you know if you've been following the trial out there, she was found guilty on all accounts except 2 of them. Johnny Depp himself was found guilty as well too. On those 2 opposing charges, he doesn't have much recompense to make up with her. At the end of the trial, they're only having him compensate her for $2 million. But what was amazing about this is that when the judge and the jury, actually when the jury in particular, came to their conclusions about what was going on with Amber, they pretty much unanimously did not believe any of her story, because basically what's going on here is that Amber, you know, she fabricated clearly a lot of this evidence. She made up a lot of stuff. The jury did not believe any of the stuff she was really saying because her evidence was weak at best a lot of the time. She was found time and time again to be lying. She was caught, you know, like she was caught many times with things that were just not true. You know, when it comes to the particular evidence where the police visited her apartment, hers and Johnny Depp's apartment, when she had an altercation with him, the police went there, and at the time the police found no evidence of violence committed against Amber. She had no physical abuse trauma on her. There was nothing really there to indicate that something serious had happened. So when the police left, she called her sister in, and whoever else was a part of an accomplice in whatever she was doing here, and she set up a crime scene basically and made it look like this other stuff happened, and took you know, posed photographs of this to use in court against him. She basically set him up completely. She's lied numerous times on the stand. She said she was never having any romantic involvement with anyone else while she was married to Johnny Depp, but she committed infidelity with him several times with several males, several Hollywood stars, possibly females. We don't even really know, because it's hard to tell when narcissists do stuff like this. They're just so out of control. She lied about that in the courtroom and got caught by video evidence. We have the example that when she actually filed for her case against Johnny Depp and the abuse and stuff like this, she sought the assistance of the ACLU to assist her in writing, I think, a believable affidavit or whatever, a believable criminal affidavit against Johnny Depp. And how she got them to do this is she paid the ACLU off with that promised donation that she was going to give to them that came from Johnny Depp's $7 million divorce settlement that she had. She basically bought them off. She bought the ACLU off to assist her in going after Johnny Depp. Again, completely premeditated. This was all completely premeditated, and this is why she's in the position she's actually in here now, and why she's been found guilty on almost all of the counts unanimously by the jury and by the court, because it's just the evidence was most of the evidence was just really weak. It was just really weak and unconvincing. You know, not only has she done this, but when it comes to the factor that she was kind of like the face for a while, or one of the faces of the Me Too movement for some period of time there for women who have been abused in relationships and stuff, she's done all this lying, and the Me Too movement now, they don't seem to want to have anything to do with her because they realize she's bullshitted here. She's told lies and fabricated evidence, and perhaps not all of the women who are in the Me Too movement, or even the men that are involved in this, are convinced of this, but it seems a large majority are definitely of the idea that she has not been forthcoming with truth in this instance, and this is literally bit her in the ass, because when she was in the courtroom and the judge was reading back, or the jury was reading back their findings about her, Amber's face was just the face of an enraged narcissist, literally. One of the things I should add here is that during this whole trial, one of the things I've been watching, having studied psychology all my life, and now narcissistic abuse psychology and all that stuff, I've also studied criminal psychology, and one of the things I studied within there is body language, facial recognition when people are lying, and things of this nature. And I couldn't help but notice, along with many other experts on the internet, that when Amber was talking in the trial, she's doing everything that you can see a narcissist do to try to sway the jury. When she's being addressed and answering in court, she's talking to the jury. She's not really even addressing forward. When you watch Johnny Depp in his cross-examinations, he's seldom ever even looking at the jury. He's addressing the court like this. Amber is just playing up during the whole trial. She's creating a whole narcissistic, you know, look at me, I'm the victim, this happened to me, that happened to me, and she's playing up like a perfect actress. Probably some of her better acting, considering some of the other stuff I've seen her do. But that being aside, you know, what has she really accomplished in this trial? You know, she didn't have great evidence. She's been found guilty on pretty much all accounts. She effectively owes $15 million to Johnny Depp, minus the $2 million he has to pay to her. Her net worth is half that $15 million. Like this, she's screwed. She's done nothing here but just basically demonstrate what a full-fledged, full-on narcissist is here. I am not the only person and not the only narcissistic expert who thinks this. There are many other experts who have made videos about this over the past couple of days. You can find those on the internet, on YouTube and on other platforms. It's just amazing. This is a great example of watching a narcissist in their full glory go at it with all of their might and with all of their lies and deceptions, and just get hammered in the end. Now, it's sad to say I don't want to be on Amber's case in a negative way, because some of you out there may actually support Amber Heard, and if you do, that's fine. But if you do support her, you haven't studied narcissistic abuse very well, and you haven't studied narcissism very well. Because anybody with half a brain and knows stuff about narcissistic abuse and narcissism can see that Amber is a full-on narcissist. This is happening because a narcissist lied in court about all this stuff that went on, and she got caught, and she screwed herself. She's screwed the people around her, because I'm pretty sure the ACLU is going to deal with some stuff now related to this. There's other individuals who tested for her in court to back her up, some of those people now may be under scrutiny for lying and for presenting a deposition that was of a non-true nature in the court. She has created a whole shitstorm for herself and for some other people, and she has definitely created a situation for people, specifically women who have been sexually or physically abused by their partners, to come forward and try to be truthful about their situations. She's abused this privilege of being able to do this and created a very, very bad air of situation for other people who have really been abused and need to come forward and get this out and take legal action against somebody or do some things, because a person lying like Amber has done here in court and being found out as a liar almost unanimously by everyone. She is not popular now. Her acting career, I think, is going to be largely finished at this moment. She's deep in debt, or going to be deep in debt. This narcissist has just turned their life around in the most negative way that they could possibly have done and made everything 100 times worse for themselves. This is just an example of what narcissists do. So this is kind of like what I wanted to talk about just briefly with you guys in part 2 of episode 13 concerning the Depp and the N.A.R.C.N trial. You guys can form whatever opinion you want about this. Anything I've said in this video is simply my observation from my experience studying narcissistic abuse and narcissists, and studying psychology over the years, and also studying criminal psychology, and the things to do with that. So I'm going to say to you guys, I hope you guys have a great day. Stay tuned for some more content coming up on the N.A.R.C.N network, and also on the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. I'll catch you guys really soon. I may have a part 3 to this video when things develop in the next couple of weeks with Amber, and we see, because she does have to go back to court in June again. If anything arises with this, I'll do a part 3 for this video, and we'll talk about whatever goes on there. But I just wanted to say to you, this is a prime example of a narcissist in all their glory, and you get to see one now in full media coverage out there, spewing their lies and their bullshit, and then getting caught and just getting nailed for this. And this is what's happened to Amber in this trial. So I'm going to say to you guys, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you really soon with some upcoming content.